Hello, my name is Dr. Crystal Abbott, and I am a lover of life. Welcome to The Free Spirited Doctor. I'm here to share educational and inspirational stories to guide you in becoming the person you desire to be. I'm hoping you will feel something, learn something, or become inspired as you continue your fulfilling and rewarding journey through life. I'm grateful for this opportunity, and I invite you to continue listening. Hello, thank you for joining me. It's been a bit since I've recorded a podcast episode, and I am here simply to say thank you. I am grateful for what I have and what I have been experiencing the last couple of months. We are just coming out of summer. Summer in the Low Country is different than I've ever experienced elsewhere, and my goodness, the beauty that surrounds me is unimaginable. The beauty all around. Every time I go over a bridge, all I can say is, we live here. And for this, I am grateful. I'm also grateful for our munchkins. Our daughter is, wow, a wild one at the age of 4.5 now. And our son is coming up on 3. And they are, oh my goodness, free-spirited. That is something. I think I passed that one down to them. But they are full of life, full of adventure, and always wanting to do more and experience more. They are lovers of life, much like their mother and father. And for this, I am grateful. So I opened up a massage therapy and movement studio in Bluffton, South Carolina, not too long ago. And I've had an overwhelmingly positive response from the community. I had 5 new clients last week, and I rebooked all 5 of them for multiple sessions moving forward. What a true gift to be able to help and give back to the community in ways I never imagined. So I graduated with a Ph.D. in human and sports performance in April, and your linear journey would suggest that the next step would be finding a faculty position somewhere. But being that my husband is active duty in the Marine Corps, we are a bit limited as far as mobility. Ironic, I understand that. Good joke there. So we are unable to move. Well, we could move, but we are choosing not to move. We do not want to uproot our little family again. So we are planting roots here in the Low Country, and I took it upon myself to figure it out. So with that, I figured it out. I really did. And I still am as I navigate all of this. But I have a business called Legacy Wellness, and I offer Thai massage and sports massage therapy. Thai massage is a traditional art form of therapeutic massage that is done fully clothed on a mat on the floor. It is a movement-based therapy, and it blends so well with my clinical sports massage therapy background. The clients I see are usually suffering from some sort of chronic pain or overuse injury, or maybe they have completed their physical therapy for an injury and they are medically cleared for exercise and movement, but they're just not quite ready to be on their own. So it's a movement-based massage that I do, and it's done fully clothed. Both myself and my client are wearing comfortable athletic-type clothing, usually pants and a t-shirt, for example. We are on a mat on the floor, and I guide my clients' bodies through various ranges of motion while also applying pressure and compression, and I integrate a variety of massage therapy modalities. So I have extensive training in acupressure and clinical sports massage, and those are the 2 modalities that I use the most. I also use some trigger point therapy, pulsing and rebalancing, myofascial release, positional release, a variety of things. And I'm also guiding my clients with their breath. So this style of massage works great when we move with the breath. So we use a breath as our guide, and I guide my clients. Yeah, I used guide 2 times in a row. That's pretty funny, actually. I'm glad I'm not writing a paper right now because that would be frowned upon. So I'm still unlearning and releasing everything that I learned through academia as far as structure and rules. My goodness. Yes. We use breath as a guide, and to guide my clients' breathing. So I encourage them to have a big inhale where they're filling their belly, and then a big release where they're fully exhaling. So in this space, we're very comfortable, very nurturing. It's one space where a full, big belly is encouraged. Society encourage. Oh, I did it again. Um, Society encourages us to suck it in, keep it nice and tight, right? So we're engaging our core and we're sucking it in. We're having great posture. But with that, we're restricting our rib cage. The full inspiration and expiration of the diaphragm is trapped, much like our emotions are often trapped, our feelings, our thoughts, our opinions. Whew, that could segue somewhere else, but I'm going to stay focused here. So our rib cage, our diaphragm, our core is often high and tight. We keep that posture with us as we carry on throughout the day. And with that, sometimes we forget how to breathe. Now, if you've ever watched a baby lying comfortably on their back, giggling, laughing, whatever they're doing, they just breathe and their belly moves up and down, like the rhythmic waves of the ocean. The ebb and flow of the nature is there. And that's what I encourage for my clients in this space. So as they're breathing, the big inhale, big exhale. Fill their belly, let it go. We're on a mat on the floor. So there's no fear of falling off the table. There's no risk of falling. And I'm fully supporting their arms or their legs as I'm moving their body through various ranges of motion. We're in a comfortable space. We have bolsters. So my clients are able to fully release and surrender to the experience. And sometimes some emotions are released also. There's a beautiful book. It's called Your Body Speaks Your Mind, written by Deb Chaparro. I do not have the Amazon link for that, but you can find that on Amazon. And in that book, she goes on to explain the various ailments and physical conditions people have and the trauma or the emotional experience that may be stored in the body at that particular space. So let's say elbows, for example. If your elbows are swollen, that could possibly indicate that there's some fear with an upcoming decision that needs to be made. This is simply one example from her book. There are many, many others. It's a full book, but it talks about how our emotions are stored within our body. And the society we live in, we don't have time, or we don't make time to release and process our emotions or our experiences, especially as care providers or working men and women. We go on with our day. We have an interaction, some sort of emotion arises, and we have to stuff it back in, keep it secure, lock it up, get on with our day. Or if children are involved, or a boss, or some other loved one. Or maybe it's just a brief interaction where there's no real time to cope or to explore those emotions and feel it, process it. So our body holds on to those things. And when our body holds on to certain emotions or ailments, when our body holds on to certain emotions, it gets trapped in our body and it manifests in the form of physical ailments. And some of this is released during our sessions, but not always. So anyway, I am here to say I have been loving the work I get to do with my clients in the massage therapy and movement studio that I have in Bluffton. So for the massage therapy, all my sessions are fully clothed on a mat on the floor. Now, I might incorporate more of the clinical sports aspect, or I might do more of the Thai massage aspect, but it's all movement-based on a mat on the floor. There are no sheets or oils, things like that. And the movement training, I do very basic, low-impact personal training. So I'm working with my clients to reconsider their core. We work on core strengthening. We might work on some posture correction. The majority of what I do is complementary. So I'm working with the therapeutic massage aspect and their strength training, because they are coupled and they go together. So that is that. One other thing that I would love to talk about is this book I've been reading. It's called The Fred Factor. It is written by Mark Sanborn, and I found it in one of the little free lending libraries in the neighborhood. And again, I am so grateful for those. Our kiddos and I often stop at those and donate some of our books and collect some other books. And sometimes there's children's books and sometimes there's adult books. And this one is The Fred Factor. It says how passion in your work and life can turn the ordinary into the extraordinary. And I read this same book, obviously a different copy of it, but I read this book many years ago. And I've been trying to rack my brain to remember the title or the author or something because I've been wanting to reread it. Well, lo and behold, I found it and I'm reading it. And I am so excited. I just love it so much. So the Fred Principles basically says, whatever you are, be a good one. And the whole story, the whole book builds on a story of a postman who did more than deliver mail and collect mail. The postman made it his mission to interact with each of his, he calls them, they're his clients. They're not his customers. They're not really his clients, but the people that he's serving. He interacts with them and he tells them to have a good day and he asks how they're doing. He asks what their line of work is. He wants to get to know them as people and not just the collectors or distributors of paper. So whatever you are, be a good one. And there are no unimportant jobs, just people who feel unimportant doing their jobs. And that's just it right there. Every job is critical, right? So it is. Just hold that for a minute. Every job is critical. There are no unimportant jobs, just people who feel unimportant doing their jobs. My goodness. My husband has served with the United States Marine Corps as active duty infantry. He's coming up on 21 years of service. And for the last few years, he said all he wants to do when he retires is be a garbage man. What? Yes, you heard me right. 21 years of active duty military service, leadership, integrity, all these things. And he wants to be a garbage man. And I couldn't believe it. But then I sat back and I listened. I didn't listen to respond. I listened to understand. And what I heard him telling me that he wants to drive a garbage truck or be the guy in the back. Why? Well, you get to go through different neighborhoods and you get to collect their garbage. You get to wave to the little kids. You get to beep. You get to explore the community and be of service to others in a way that doesn't require you to interact in a stressful management position. What else did I hear from that? I heard that he just wants to be like a kid again. He's been through it. Much like me going through a Ph.D. program. I've been through it. I don't necessarily want to go find a faculty position and be in a high stress environment where we have to uproot our family, move again, have research deadlines and agendas and rubrics and syllabus and all these things. I want to help my clients feel better. I want to help them live with less pain, better movement quality, and greater quality of life. And my husband, he wants to just be like a kid again and explore the community and wave to people, smile and have fun. Good for him. Maybe that's a lesson right there. Whatever you are, be a good one. Even if that means being a garbage collector. Well, thank you for joining me today, and maybe I'll see you at the office in Bluffton. We are by appointment only, and you can find my schedule or online booking at the website. It is legacywellnessmi.com, or you could call, or you could find the Facebook page, Legacy Wellness MI. We are on Facebook. My name is Dr. Crystal Abbots, and I am grateful for this opportunity to share a little story with you. And I look forward to continuing this podcasting adventure. Have a great day.